be a master of? Do you have the skills to be #1? We all live in a Pokemon world. I wanna be the greatest master of them all. We all live in a Pokemon world. I put myself to the test. I'll be better than all the rest. So you wanna be a master of? Do you have the skills to be #1? I wanna be the greatest master of them all. Pokemon.
Hey guys, it's Armedfro here. Got another battle versus Eddie of Armedfro. I was streaming and he decided to battle me. He sends out his Whimsicott, his Afro, which is big fucking Afro. Decided to send out my Mamoswine, my Silver GP. This is my Gen 4 lead. I used to love using. He decided to go switch right off the bat. I decided that I know he'll try to go for like a sub or something. So I decided just to go for the Ice Shard. Just do as much damage as I can to this guy, so I can do as much damage before he sets up his Leaf Seed. But he goes for the switcheroo, which is really weird. So I'm like, meh. So much damage I can do. It's gonna be a 3-hit KO. So we go for the Ice Shard again. I'm like, okay, why didn't he switch? Which is really weird. But he actually decided to go for the U-turn. For some odd reason, I guess. Now knowing that anything will not be able to take an Ice Shard, I guess. But he goes into his Desicon, which could have taken an Ice Shard very easily from me. So I decided to switch the hell out of there. Going to my Wishy-Washy, predicting like a Will-O-Wisp or something. But he goes for Will-O-Wisp, which is awesome. But it's residual damage on my Wishy-Washy, which is not all that fun. So I decided just to go for the Confuse Ray, just to try to let this Desicon not attack me, which would be awesome. Which I'm guessing saying awesome a lot in this fucking game. I completely forgot what Desicon's English name is, and you know what? I really don't care because all the English names really suck. But I mean, I guess there are like a couple that are okay, but I mean, some of them are just bad. But like, I go for the T-Wave just to get the Parafusion off, just to have him a really low chance of hitting me or doing anything. So he actually hits himself in Confusion here with power right into Kisser. So now I decided to just go for the Hydro Pump, do as much damage as I can to this guy. Even if he does break through Confusion and all that shit, I'm perfectly fine with losing my Wishy-Washy, just because I can send in someone else and do a lot of damage to his Desicon. So I go for the Hydro Pump and blah 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 blah, and I get a crit. That crit obviously mattered because now I'll be able to take him out with another Hydro Pump, considering the damage from the crit. So now I'm actually really happy, but kind of sad because it didn't get the crit. It would have been a 3-hit KO otherwise, which, I mean, I'm fine with, but it's just kind of annoying. But, so now I'm just going to go for another Hydro Pump, just to hopefully I don't miss here, and blah, 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 and I actually take him out, but with another crit, but that crit didn't matter, I swear to God. So I take out his Desicon, which I don't really think he could have done anything except for another Hex, but now, sorry, he decided to switch into his Troll, his Punch Crow. I said to switch the hell out of there, leave my guy so I can use him Death Bottle later, send him my Silver Jeep, just because I do have the Ice Shard, and I produce a Sucker Punch, which is awesome, which is because it's what he does, what he did. So now, I actually go for the Ice, no, I set up the Stealth Rock predicting that he would switch, so just in case he did go for the Sucker Punch again, I would set up Stealth Rocks and switch. So now, he sends out his Cobalion, I think that's his name. So I switched to my George because I know I could take anything this guy could throw at me. But he goes for the Sword Dance. I'm like, okay. I know I could take at least one close combat or Iron Head. So I decided to just go for the Sleep Powder. But he Sword Dances again. It's kind of like, oh shit. So I go for the Sleep Powder, miss a fucking again. So now he go for the Iron Head. And I actually live this one. I live this +2 Iron Head. So I'm like, okay, awesome. I can just do a Sleep Powder. And I miss. I'm like, fuck. So I decided to switch out of here. Use Tangrowth's Regeneration to heal some of my health. And switch into my Wishy-Washy's Death Fodder. And also to give him a little more Life Orb. But he goes for the Close Combat, which is awesome for me. Because now, his defense and special defense decrease. Which is good for my Mamoswine because now I can just go for the Earthquake I will be able to outspeed him because he did trick me a Scarf. So now I'm really happy. I know I'm going to go into Silver Jeep, outspeed him, go for the Earthquake. But decided to switch out of there, which is really smart. Kind of wasted his +4, but I don't think he could have taken an Earthquake. Goes into his Honchkrow. I went for the Earthquake. It won't affect him, obviously, because he's Flying type. So now I decided to switch the hell out of there and go to my Metagross, predicting that he will go into go for the Brave Bird. He does go for the Brave Bird, which is awesome because I resist it like a pro, and it does pretty good chunk. And does he have Life Orb? No, he doesn't. So I'm guessing that he's banded. So I'm like, awesome. I'm just gonna go for the Meteor Mash, even if he does go for another Brave Bird. It's not gonna do that much damage. So I hit a Hayden, which I don't get the nickname because I don't know. I guess I haven't watched any of Hayden's shit, but whatever. I am able to hit KO with the Meteor Mash, which is awesome. So now, you know what? I'm just gonna go for another Meteor Mash as he goes for the High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick! And I live with some generous HP. He takes Life Orb damage, and we'll be able to take him out with another Meteor Mash, which is awesome. So, power in the concern. So his Scrafty goes down. I guess maybe the nickname? I don't know. I've never seen a Hayden video, so he sends out his Whimsicott again. I know I can take him out with another Bullet Punch, with a Bullet Punch. So I just go for that, and he doesn't do anything like priority-wise. I thought he would maybe go for a Leech Seed while I go for the Bullet Punch, but I mean, that's just a waste of a Pokemon, seriously. So now he decides to switch in what he should have done before, which is Nidoking. I decided to stay and see what type of Nidoking he is, which I mean, it's kind of stupid on my part because every Nidoking now is a Life Orb Encourage boosted Nidoking. So he goes for the Earth Power that will be able to take me out, which is decent. But now I can send up my Spexpert with pretty easily and go for the Hydro Pump. But he goes for the Sludge Wave, which is like, okay, I resist that, right? Right? He gets the crit, which is a huge chunk to me. It would have done half that, which would have been awesome, but I used to go for the Hydro Pump. That will obviously be able to take Nidoking out, but because the crit, I guess maybe it's like payback for the Hydro Pump crit from the Destrucon, but whatever. Now I am weak, he will be able to take me out with Cobalion, Sacred Sword. I don't know why he has Sacred Sword and Close Combat in the same move. Seriously, switch to Stone Edge or something. So he will be able to take me out, which is good on his part, bad on my part. But now I can switch my Tangrowth. Now that he has no Sword Dance set up, I will be able to put him to sleep with Sleep Powder, but he goes for a Sword Dance, which is kind of risky on his part. He's playing really risky with his Cobalion. But I go for the Sleep Powder, which is awesome. I decide now to go for the Leech Seed, just so I can go to a health where I can take a +2 Iron Head. But he actually switches out of there, which is really good. Means his sleep resets, and now he switches into his Honchkrow, which is really weak from those Stuff Rocks, which will bring him even lower because of the Leech Seed. And now pretty much my Tangrowth will be pretty much at full health when I switch out, which would be awesome. But I know this guy's banded or scarfed or choiced in some way, so I decided to switch the hell out of there, go into my Silver Jeep as Death Fodder. But the funny thing is, he goes for the Roost, which is kind of like, okay, that kind of like raped my choiced thing out the window. So I'm like, ooh, I get Leech Seed, which is awesome. So I'm pretty much at full health with my Silver Jeep. So now I'm just gonna go for the Ice Shard, see how much damage I can do to this guy. Hopefully I can 2-hit KO it, which will be a 2-hit KO because of the super effective damage. But he goes for the Brave Bird. Like, oh, wow. Silver Jeep, please live. Please live. Booyah, motherfucker. My Silver Jeep does live with, like, I guess a couple HP, and I will be able to take him out with Leech Seed, which is awesome. I guess he kind of wanted to, like, me to die with him, but, I mean, now he sends out his last guy, which is God's Dog, Cobalion. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. I don't care anymore. So I decided to switch into my, Dreidel, I made it out of clay. But I know I misspelled Dreidel. I don't care. So I go for the Mach Punch, That will be a 2-hit KO from where he's at because Cobalion's epic defense. It will be able to take him out. So I guess good game, Eddie. That was actually really fun. You actually scared the living shit out of me with this Cobalion. Thank God you scarfed my my Mamoswine. Otherwise, I would have been fucked. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Stay classy, guys.